Hey Cranium Cookie fans, I'm Charlie and today we're in Toronto, Ontario and we're visiting the Magna Carta inside the historic site known as Fort York. Let's go take a look. Hey everyone, today I'm at the Fort York National Historic Site with
Wayne Reeves, Chief Curator for City of Toronto Museums.
Cool. So tell me about where we are right now. What is Fort York?
Fort York is often seen as the birthplace of the city, where John Gray Simcoe in 1793 said, "There shall be a city here." So it started off as a tiny little garrison post, and it grew into fourth largest city in North America today, that's Toronto. And it was also really important because in the War of 1812, 200 odd years ago, the Americans attacked, we defended, and then after that, the buildings that we see here at Fort York were put up. And so it's the largest surviving collection of War of 1812 buildings anywhere in North America.
Today we're visiting the Magna Carta. Can you tell me what the Magna Carta is?
Magna Carta, it's basically a peace treaty. It looks like paper, it's called parchment, written in Latin, first set down in 1215. And basically, the barons of England were in rebellion against the King of England, John, because of his taxation and arbitrary rule. He's basically seen as the worst king of all time in English history.
So it's like Darth Vader and then him.
Yeah, basically, now that you put it that way. And essentially, this document laid down the rules and regulations on how the king would relate to the nobles of England, and really set down the liberties, the democratic foundations that would grow into what we have today, 800 years later. And also, what's really cool after 800 years, the notion of this thing we call the rule of law, the notion that you couldn't be imprisoned without being charged, the notion that you should be tried or set free in a timely manner, or that you should be tried by a jury of your peers. All those notions are set down in Magna Carta.
Wow, so this is a pretty important piece to Western society as a whole then.
It's one of the foundations of what we call our constitutional democracy.
And so this is not only a relevant piece to Canada, but it's also relevant around the world. Can you tell me where else this is sort of effective?
Well, basically all the Commonwealth countries use the rule of law. France, most of the European countries do as well. The United States took Magna Carta as really the rallying document when they were clamoring for independence in the 18th century.
So like most major historical pieces, I assume this one has gone through some changes, much like how things get amended, etc. Have there been any changes to the Magna Carta since it first came out? Any big notable ones?
Well, they kept on annulling the document, then reissuing it, then changing it again. And so it's really a living document where, as conditions changed in England, they have to keep on thinking about, well, what do we want to set down as the basic laws or liberties of our country? And so that's kind of cool that over 800 years, most of the document got repealed over time because there were weights and measures from medieval times that don't apply at all today. But the key pieces relating to the rule of law, that has really become an enduring aspect of Magna Carta, again, for 8 centuries.
We have something that's over 800 years old. Can you tell me about how you keep it in such good shape? Because it looks not that old. If we're being totally honest, it keeps its youth very well. So tell me about the conditions that you have to keep it in.
So our copy of Magna Carta was folded up and shoved into a drawer at Durham Cathedral for about 700 odd years. And then finally people thought, oh, we need to apply museum standards, with all those conservation guidelines of the right temperature, and relative humidity, and light levels. And so when we exhibited here at Fort York, there were tons of security protocols put into place. You see guards, but you don't see the cameras, you don't see all the sensors, because these two documents that came to us from Durham Cathedral they've got an insurance value of $37 million Canadian.
So, a lot then.
They are very valuable, and we take care of them very, very carefully.
All right, so I'd just like to say thank you for your time.
Thank you, Charlie.
This is a really cool exhibit, and if you want some more information on the Magna Carta and Fort York,
Visit toronto.ca/museums. And of course, Magna Carta leaves, Fort York remains. You can visit one of 10 historic sites run by the City of Toronto at toronto.ca/museums.
Well, that was fun, wasn't it? If you're interested in seeing more of the Magna Carta, check it out at Fort York before it's gone. Tickets are on sale from now until November 7th. Thanks for watching this episode of Cranium Cookie, and until next time, remember to keep your brain fed with Noms for your noggin.
Thanks for watching this episode. If you like what we do here at Cranium Cookie and would like to help us make more, look for the link in the description box below to consider supporting future episodes.